It's your boy Zamba. Welcome back to another banger, to another challenge. This is actually a very big one and the hardest challenge I've ever done on this channel. Alright, so I'm going to be trading silver with just $5. On my previous video, I traded silver with $20. I traded silver with $20 and I was able to make 400 plus, I guess. So this time around is going to be different. All right, okay, so I'm going to be trying my best to scalp silver and make as much as I can with this $5. So my aim, honestly, my aim is to get to at least 500 plus, like $500 plus. Okay, so if I can get to $1,000, that would be good, or even more. But my first target, this will actually be like a first TP. My first target for the account is gonna be $500, and then my next target will be $1,000. Then the third target, maybe if time permits, or if I see a setup or I feel like, then we can go as far as 2,000 and beyond. But I'm not gonna go extreme because I'm trying to pass the challenge right now, so I'm not trying to like go extreme. So right now we just made a good amount. So it's a small capital, so you really need to mind the way you trade and mind your entry and mind your exit. So when the candlestick has already wicked, I entered my trade, and it was a snapper entry. So that was it. Very nice trade, very clean trade. And it's time for us to move on to the next trade. Now this is a setup that I've drawn. I almost forgot I'm supposed to record. I just started. So I drew this line there, and this was it. So this is your original pattern, right? That that you have seen on this channel. So it's something that you can easily recognize, right? So this is going to be a selling opportunity, and you might ask me why. So there's a fair value gap below. This is the fair value gap, so I'll be selling. Okay, I'll be selling aggressively, all right, because the momentum has already started. So that is why I'll be selling aggressively. So always make sure you are trading with risk management. Always make sure that you are very cautious and very, very precise when taking your trade. Don't try to do this, challenge yourself, okay, because you can easily mess up. Like, you can easily get pushed out. So I just added more position, right? So I want to just wait and see what the outcome would be. And right now, as you guys can see, we are already in loss. I'm just kidding, we are still in profit, okay? But I'm not should I close chat? Should I close? Oh shit, I don't think so. I don't know, I really don't know. But I'll probably leave it though. I'll probably leave it. I just want to make some money, right? At least if I'm able to get as much profit as possible, it will help me for this account. I'm trying to aim to get $60 here as my total balance. Okay, I'm looking at my equity. That's what I'm looking at. So in case you are wondering, why am I just leaving the screen like this, or I'm not closing or even leaving the chart or doing something else, this time I'm just looking at my profit and loss if I'm able to take in the loss. Now I'm looking at my equity. Okay, so the equity is at $54 right now, 55, and it's counting down and going up like that. But I'm trying to aim to get 60. Okay, that's my aim. And one thing about silver, it's way more crazier than gold. Gold is actually my baby. So gold is something that I'm already used to, but silver is something that is so wild. I've talked about silver on this channel, so if you haven't watched the video on silver, do wait to watch that video. So I finally closed my trade at $60 because of course I need that $60. It's balanced, it's way more good, good looking. Okay. So I will have to wait for another setup, and that setup is gonna be the same setup. So as you guys can see, the market hit my TP. Now assuming I held this trade, I would have enjoyed, right? But you never know what the market will do, so grab as much profit as you can. That's always my advice. Always do that. If you are trying to flip an account, if you are doing risk management, you can hold to TP. Yes, on VIP we always have TP smash, but always risk management. Always have your risk management intact. Okay, so right now we are already cruising in profit. So there was a news event actually occurring. So I took the trade when I was recording back then. I took the trade before the news event. So I have to enjoy as much as I can. So I have to wait. So this is why patience is something that is very, very important. I can be accurate, but if I'm not patient enough, I will lose. Why? Because I will enter wrong, or I will enter late, or I will enter too early. It's everything is always a problem. Enter too late, too early, and you are even entering wrong. You are entering in at the wrong time to be precise. Okay, so that's why you have to make sure that you are always at the right time and you are doing the right thing. Always make sure that proper guidance is there. That's what I always tell my mentees. That's what I always tell my subscribers. That's what I always tell the entire community. That's what I that's why I always tell them. Like I always tell them everything, right? That's what I always tell them. So right now we are still in the cruise. Okay, so I'm gonna close because as you guys can see, I'll be waiting and explaining everything, giving you guys the advice, giving you guys the reason why you need to follow my advice. All right. So right now, as you guys can see, the reason why I closed that trade was because the market is in a baseline. It's on a fair value gap, and not just that, it's on a sensitive area as well. So I'm waiting for the market to break that zone to enter, or to give me a confirmation if it's trying to go down. Okay, those are the two things I'm looking out for. So since I've already made the profit I am aiming to target at this very moment, I will need to wait again. So this is where patience will come in. You get. So if you look at the lower time frame, right, you're going to see a build up. A build up phase is actually when the market is trying to push to one direction. And if you look at that, it was going up. It was already trying that bullish scenario. Okay, so that is the same thing on the lower time frame. The same thing on the 1 minute, the same thing on the 5 minutes, right? So on the 15 minutes time frame, I'm just showing you guys the entire structure. So right now, there is actually something that you need to look at, right? So you saw where I actually stated that once the market hits that direction, it's gonna go up or it's gonna go down, depending on what I am gonna take, right? But I didn't take the trade because I was more focused on the VIP members and my mentees as well. So I don't have that time to really focus, like really do a lot of things like that. So I need to challenge. I need to be very, very careful because if I'm trying to do it too fast, I might, do the wrong thing. So I need to remember I do what I preach. So it is what it is, right? All right. So that is it, right? That is it, guys. So you see, that's why patience works. Patience really pays off. And when you are patient, make sure that you finally do the right thing. Don't be waiting for years to come. At the end of the day, you still do the wrong thing. That's why you need the proper guidance. You want to trade like me, use the link on my video description to use the same broker I'm using to trade right now. And also, if you are done using that link on my video description, you are done. Now you can come to the VIP and trade with me on a personal level. Use the link on my video description to reach out to me to join the VIP and join the inner cycle, right? If you want to get signals exclusive, all these things I post on my VIP, right? I post these trades there, I post these signals there. I just show you guys everything and also take the trade personally as well. So we are both taking the same thing. We are both going. If we take a loss, we take a loss. If we take a win, we take a win. It's simple as that. But if you are joining my free Telegram channel, all my daily trades are there. So anything we do on the VIP is always posted there. And also for the mentorship, use the link on my video description. I love you guys. Stay safe. Peace.